Hello, everyone. Welcome to Techyries. We know we're a little bit late, but technical difficulties happen even to the best of us, okay? It's fine.
I'm
We're
sorry.
fine.
Okay, let's just get it right out there so we
All
don't
right,
have
go
to
for
like
it.
explain why. So we're setting up and I'm like, "Oh, Morgan, I have a firmware update on my camera. I'll do this right now. It shouldn't mess with anything."
I
And
also thought
then
it would be fine.
right. So I did it and it blew out all of my settings.
Y'all, she
So
was orange. She looked like a Cheeto.
orange. It was orange. I don't even know why it was orange.
You looked like a human Cheeto.
I looked so bad.
There was options of her figuring it out, sharing screens, and me trying to help her figure it out. It was wild, y'all.
I at least don't look orange
You
anymore.
do not look orange. You look fantastic.
And things actually look the right color now.
Yay. All right. Well,
I have
well,
saved all the settings though. For future references, I have saved all the settings. So
we're
we're good
good for
unless
future
Discord
updates.
dies. All right. Go ahead, Morgan.
Yeah. Well, guys, welcome to Techyries. And you know what? Get ready for some hard hitting news today because we're talking about a new movement that's well underway to help put an end to killing video games. Plus, rumors are flying around the new Fable game. And, sorry. Plus, rumors are flying around the new Fable game, what we're learning. And do you think you have what it takes to be an air traffic controller? Well, they do, and they want you to join. Because I'm Morgan, and this is my lovely, not orange co host, KP.
I'm not an Oompa Loompa. All right, but that's not all, guys. Later in the show, we're going to be breaking down all the new games from the Galaxies Spring Show, which we were actually co-streamers for. So if you guys tuned in on Thursday, you would have seen us live
We also would have
sharing
gotten a
that.
badge
And
for Phasmo.
I know, right? Phasmo's going to be the big one. So if you didn't find out, you're going to find out today. And we have the winners from the BAFTA Awards that actually took place on Friday. So we have a ton of things to talk about. But first, let's dive into your Tech Pulse this morning. We got a lot to talk about, so let's get going.
In case you haven't heard of it, Stop Killing Games is a movement that has been speaking on behalf of the players burned by games being sunset to never be played again. We've seen actually many of these happen recently, like Anthem and even High Guard, plus many more are coming down the pipeline, which we actually covered in a previous video. So head to our YouTube and watch that if you haven't seen it yet.
Not now.
After
Not
after the
now.
show.
Not now.
Anyway,
Don't do it now.
but anyway, back in 2024, the Stop Killing Games movement went viral over the end of Anthem. Now, Stop Killing Games has taken a really big step in their movement. They have officially backed a proposed California bill designed to protect players when games shut down. This legislation is AB 1921, and it aims to force publishers to take responsibility for the long term accessibility of server connected games. The bill has been under review for months and is expected to be debated soon. However, the Stop Killing Games endorsement has helped bring the bill into the spotlight. I'll be honest, I didn't know about the bill until they finally endorsed it. So, what is this bill? The original proposal actually laid out these following requirements. Publishers must notify players of the end of support date for any live service game. Companies cannot sell a game within 2 final months of its service life. And then before shutting down servers, publishers must provide a plan for preserving access or enabling offline play. However, a newly amended version of the bill goes further. Any game released after January 1st of 2027 that loses online functionality must be patched to remain playable offline. If the publisher cannot or won't do that, players are entitled to a full refund of the original price. The bill also requires a 60-day warning before servers go offline, with notices delivered in game and on the publisher's website. Clear communication about which features will be disabled, disclosure of any security risks associated with offline play, as well as the technical requirements needed to keep the game functional long term. So, this is the kind of transparency a lot of players have been begging for and what Stop Killing Games has been fighting for, while publishers have pretty actively avoided it. So, do note, though, everybody, that this bill does not apply to every game. This is for subscription based services, free to play games that never require a purchase, and games designed to functionally, to function fully offline from day one are exempt. Sorry, I have a fire truck going by if you guys can hear that.
I don't hear it.
You probably won't, but they probably will because of Discord noise suppression.
Ah.
All right. Well, it's gone now. Hopefully everyone is safe. All right, but how do you think developers will respond to this bill? Let us know in the comments. And also, what are your thoughts on the bill? I want to know. KP, how do you feel about it?
I mean, I think it's smart because there is a lot of games out there that people wish that once the game servers maybe are down, that they had the ability to play it offline. I mean, offline is a big thing that people do want. We've seen a lot more video games having these online servers that it's the only way to play it. And when the servers go down, that's it. You can't play it anymore. But what if you want to play it and you just want to play with friends? I don't understand why you can't have that offline, or even like a co-op way, in the sense of just connecting to each other as opposed to having to connect to like a full blown server running everything. So
Mhm.
I think it's smart. I think it's going to make developers have to think around these areas because they're not going to want to give you a full refund. Like, that's just not going to happen. They're not going to be like, sure, every
I
time the
mean,
game goes down and we decide that we're not going to put it back up anymore, we're going to give you a full refund. No, that's not going to happen.
especially also like some of these games are also shutting down because of financial reasons. It's not
Yeah,
just because they're like, oh, we're stopping it, whatever. Some people genuinely, some studios cannot afford to keep the game going. So, like, if they can't afford to keep the game going, they can't afford to do refunds. So, I think there is going
right.
to, if this does pass, there's going to be further amendments to the bill for sure.
Yes. Yeah. I think like there will definitely be amendments to it. It's going to go through a bunch of rewriting stages and more too as it keeps going. Like people are going to lawmakers are going to agree on certain parts and aspects of it, but then there's going to be other aspects that they're not going to agree on. So, it's
And
going
of
to go through a whole
course,
process before this gets
it's in
anywhere.
it's in Cali, which is, a
Right.
very big game making hub. So there's going to be a lot of people probably pro and against. I think it'll be a very tight race to see what happens and like if this bill does or does not ever get approved.
Yeah. I mean, it could get squashed and then never see the light of day. And then, they could go back, they could do amendments to it and rewrite it and bring it back again and try to do it again, but it could get squashed again. So it just depends on what's going on. But if it does pass, I think it's definitely something that will have developers thinking more strategically about how they put together their games, what
Hmm.
aspects or features they want in their games, how they want the actual game to run. I think it's going to put a lot of thought process into the development of video games overall if it does get passed. But with it just being a bill, it makes it really hard for us to look to that part of it yet because it's not a law. There's nothing
Right.
that says they have to do this right now. So at this point, developers are like, whatever, I'm just going to wait and we're just going to carry on. So,
Yeah. Which Element says in our Twitch chat right now that it will make devs think more carefully before launching a game. And I hope that is 100% the case. Like, hey, if this gets passed, like, let this be something that forces future developers to really be like, all right, let's make sure this is truly a go, that we have nothing there that's going to screw us over. We're not launching this just to get the money, so maybe we could do more. Like, have
mhm.
it 100% ready to go. Because I feel like that kind of happened with High Guard. High Guard, they rushed their launch where it's like and maybe they needed the money from the launch to further develop their game. There's a lot of potentials around that game of what happened. So who
Right.
knows? It would be nice, like, make sure it's just good to go. Like, a little bugs
Right.
here and there are expected on a launch because you can only test it as much as you can. But to have things just like, especially a situation like High Guard, like,
Mhm.
crazy.
But I think it also depends too, like, are we talking new games or are we talking games that are like 10 years old? I mean, like a 10-year-old game on a server isn't gonna, hold very strong,
I think
So
that's
I think
yeah, I think that's another thing where more amendments will probably come into play, where it's like, okay,
right.
well, w- this is good, but if a game has been in a live game for X amount of years and it's just not feasible to run it anymore, this type of game
Right.
could be exempt. So we'll see.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Element also said in Twitch chat that one option that I've heard bantered about is to allow private server hosting for a dead game, allow those who want to play it to keep it going. So apparently, City of Heroes went this route where an independent group got the right to keep the servers going. That's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, that is cool, but as a private server hosting, that also could be very expensive. So,
Hmm.
it all depends on who's picking it up. If you got the money for it, sure, but also if you don't have the money for it, that's not happening.
Yeah.
So, definitely something to think
Buying
about.
rights is not cheap.
No, it's not. And I know there's been a lot of people wanting like Anthem, for instance. People wanted somebody to pick it up and redo it because they really loved the game and they thought the game was really good. It just lost its overall, you know, everything with it. Like the developers were just like, we just can't anymore with this. So it makes you wonder, like, you know, can somebody do that? But at the same time, do they have the money? And with the economy the way it is right now, it makes it really hard to be like, yes, because if we're doing all the games that went dead, that's a lot of games and a lot of private servers.
A lot.
Yeah. And servers are not easy, and they're not cheap and they're not, easy to run. They take up a lot of money and
A lot of
energy and
energy,
everything
a lot of
else.
resources
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe like one game here and there, but if you did, let's say 20, that's a lot. That's a lot of,
Hmm.
money right there. Whew. Well, we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm sure it'll go through a bunch of arguments and everything else that it goes through.
Yeah.
So,
Well, but you know what? With the death of games, there's also the birth of games we really want,
yes, that is true.
like this next one.
With the death of a game, rises a new one out of the
Out of
ashes.
the, out of the phoenix.
Freaking Phoenix. Hello, Kate. Yeah, so I don't even know where to go with that one. I'm sorry. Only
Sometimes new
Morgan
games
would
have
do this.
rumors.
That's right. Well, there are. Okay,
That's
this next one,
helpful.
guys. Rumors, rumors, rumors. It's all flying off the shelf. And this time, the target is the new Fable game. How many of you guys are really excited for the new Fable game? I know I really am. And I really wanted to release this year because that would just be amazing and it would be a lot of fun to do as a stream. So,
Agreed.
here's what we know so far. Playground Games reportedly said that an internal delay, at least to a social media post, that they're having an internal delay to this game, Fable, and it's been circulating. And people were reading it into this saying it could be releasing in December. But before everyone loses it, Fable's Twitter account hasn't posted anything about a delay. And I actually went to Steam's page because I was like, we need to find this out. We need to find out what's happening. And the last post that Fable had was on January 28th, which says that the game is releasing in autumn of 2026. So there hasn't been any news from the Fable team. There's been nothing to solidify this delay out there. There's been just this rumorville that has been just taking over the internet. So while it is still a rumor, what are your thoughts if the game does get delayed? That's what we really want to know. Go ahead,
Honestly,
Mark.
we've waited so long, I can wait a little longer. um,
Right.
I'd also rather get a good game. I mean, we said this even like with GTA. Like, we'd rather get a good, solid, ready to play game rather than something that was for the sake of getting it out by their original date. You know, like I don't know. I'd rather wait a little bit longer for a better player experience.
I agree with that. I mean, if an internal delay means something that they hit that's a bug that is they're trying to fix that they can't get fixed in a in a timely manner, and it means that they have to have a a delay to it. Whether it's, like let's say autumn, they mean like October, because autumn is October. And they're like, oh, well, maybe we can't do it until December. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. I will say though, this is the thing that's really confusing me, and I didn't put it in here because I didn't want to confuse too many people, but I do want to bring it up while we're sitting here.
Sure.
If you go to the Xbox app, like the one for your PC, as soon as mine loads up.
Do you
Come
want me
on,
to
computer, you
do
can
you
do
want me
it.
to show this? I can put mine up. Well,
Yeah, sure.
I can't. I'd have
Yeah.
to do a
Oh,
lot of
never mind.
capture changing.
No, that's fine. And then you type in Fable, right?
Okay.
And you look for the new Fable game. It says it's releasing in 2,911 days.
That sounds like a typo.
Yeah, which has me very confused.
Hmm.
I also don't know what to really think because it's got 2911 and it has 967. So I'm super confused. What is the actual day?
When are you releasing?
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of confusion going on right now between everything that's been happening with this rumor that started, and now we're just not really
You know
sure.
what? I wonder if they had the crazy day countdown in there though. Um, I wonder if that's some sort of Easter egg we don't know about
Could be.
in terms of maybe a date or something in the game, or because they don't have an exact announcement of when it's releasing. Just it's releasing this autumn. So
Right.
is that a date that of the autumn months in that many days?
Yeah, I don't know,
You know what
but
I mean? Like,
like,
you never know because sometimes developers will do like a crazy little thing like that. So
right, right.
I want to calculate it.
And Morgan's like, I'm going to calculate right now. I just find this very weird. Like, we're getting all of these really random rumors happening with this game, and it's just really throwing everything off. And, like Steam hasn't changed anything or added anything. Fable's Twitter account hasn't posted anything new to them. They're still saying autumn. I know there was a reply that they made to one person on when they were talking about the game and said that they can't wait for it. And they said, we'll see you in Albion on, in autumn of this year. So like that was the newest post that they made. So like everything is indicating from their standpoint that yes, they're going to be releasing in autumn of this year. But this rumor is just like throwing everything off. So I really don't know what to do in this sense. My brain's like, I don't know. Morgan's still calculating.
So that does hold on. That doesn't work. It would be Tuesday, June 27th, 2823. So it is not an autumn month.
No.
What year is it in Fable?
It's 2026.
In the game. What year is it in the Fable game? I don't need to know what year it is right now and when it's releasing. I know this information.
Morgan's having issues. She can't remember who she is.
Um, in the Fable video game series, there is no official current year calendar system.
Right.
But Fable 1 was set in the late Middle Ages, which is estimated between 1240 and 1320. Fable 2 takes 500 years after that, so 1740 to
Mhm.
1820. Fable 3 is somewhere between 1790 and 1870. And we don't know yet for this one. So maybe we're going from like 1790, 1870-ish in their calendar year to year 2823. That's a massive gap. I doubt that's what's happening. But okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. My
Not with the
my
way that the game
my
looks.
my my curious thoughts are done.
Okay. But we'll just have to keep watching this one and see what happens.
Yeah.
We have until autumn, so we'll figure it out.
Well, yo, would you like video gaming to be part of your career or like your
Can
at
I?
least your skills from it?
I mean, I feel like I do utilize a lot of video game skills in my career now.
Fair. I also agree with this statement.
Well, that's good.
Well,
Phew.
there's an interesting I think area of work that is actually looking for video gamers right now. And I made a whole video for you guys all about it. So I'm going to go ahead and take it and let you guys see, let you learn about it and see what you think. What if your video gaming skills could land you a high paying real world job? Well, that might actually be happening. To combat a growing shortage of air traffic controllers, the Federal Aviation Administration is turning to an unexpected talent pool. On April 17th, the FAA started accepting new applications as it looks to fill critical gaps in the workforce. Right now, there are around 11,000 controllers on the job, with another 4,000 trainees in the pipeline, but that's still not enough workers. So, in an effort to expand the hiring pool, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy announced a new requirement campaign saying, quote, "To reach the next generation of air traffic controllers, we need to adapt." And truthfully, this makes a lot of sense because the campaign highlights skills gamers already use every day: quick decision making, intense focus, and the ability to manage complex situations under pressure. These are skills we see players use all the time across a wide variety of games and gaming platforms. The FAA's hiring site is even leaning into the gaming angle, promising high score rewards with benefits like paid training and the potential to earn over $155,000 US within just a few years. So yeah, your hours in front of a screen playing your favorite video games might be more valuable than you thought. What other industries do you think can adapt gamer skills into their workforce? Let us know in the comments. So everybody, would you want to be a air traffic controller?
No.
In this day and age, personally, with what's been happening, with the legislation and everything else, no.
It's just too stressful,
It is very
like,
stressful.
yeah, I know I've been through enough stressful job career that I don't want to do another one.
That is fair.
I am on the smooth path of only a little stress.
Only a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, but I do see why they would use somebody with gaming skills out there because we have that mindset to think more strategically and to think faster because of the fact that you have to, especially with some of the games out there like a PvP, you have to think strategically and quick.
Yeah.
Even like some of the more like simulation stuff that I do, you have to think strategically in the sense of like, I need this piece to be here, but I need it to be here in a timely manner without running into this piece. So like there are things that we do in games that make sense to be, with the air traffic controlling because it's making sure that you are communicating properly. And communication is huge with us gamers. Like, if you're not on comms, you're screwed, So I think there's a lot of good for it, but at the same rate, I'm like, no, because that stress level is like way up here, and I
Yeah.
don't want to be way up here. I like my life nice and chill right now.
So, I did ask the question at the end of the video of like, what other industries do you think could adapt gamer skills and their skill sets? So,
Mhm.
do you have any you think would be good?
And personally, I think all of them could. I mean, I don't think at any point in time any career out there can't utilize what gamers do. And I think that's the thing that makes it really interesting. Like, I really feel like if you put down on your resume that you play video games and you say what kind you play, I think that's very helpful because then you can explain to a company or a hiring manager, like, I play a puzzle, which I play puzzle strategic games that provide the in-depth knowledge of having to sit through and figure out a solution
I'm great
to
at
a
problem
more
solving.
intricate, yeah, and a more intricate
Yeah.
problem or issue that you have. I think all things are like that. I mean, video games teach time management in a way because you have to learn how to manage everything that's going on in a timely manner. And I think that's something that you can completely have on your skill sets. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate, though, that there are several companies out there that are like, oh, so what do you do for a hobby? I play video games. Oh, so then that's mindless. And it's like, well, not really, because video games have changed so much
Yeah.
that there are more and more thought to it than what it used to be. Um, are there still those mindless ones? Oh, hell yeah, there are. But like, if you're playing like last night, I played this basically it was like a scratch off game, right? But it was kind of more on the mindless side of it because it wasn't as strategic. But I have played very strategic games, and I think if you lean on that kind of stuff, you can stand out as a person. Plus, I mean, communication too, like from a communication standpoint, if you're playing a Call of Duty, or you're playing just like even the Division, it's not a PvP, but it is a game where you have to talk to each other, Ghost Recon, those
Yeah.
kind of games. Communication is key. You have to talk to each other to make sure that you guys are running what you want to do properly without just somebody running in there and going, I'm just gonna go kill things. Like, I think there is so many different skill sets that you can pull out from video gaming that can be utilized in every industry out there. So I think every industry should adapt, or at least learn from people who play video games what they're doing.
I honestly completely agree. Like, there's even
I am winning
a
today. Morgan's on the I completely
I
agree.
do. We are in line with one
Simpatico.
another.
We're simpatico right now.
Yes. So, it's even like D&D, to be honest with you. Like,
Yeah.
I view I'm like, I know how to wrangle crazy people. I do it with 7 players in D&D. So,
Yeah.
I'm a great note taker. I'm very detail oriented. Like, I've used that from even just D&D alone in job interviews where it's like, "Oh, tell me a time." I was like, "Well, I've created I haven't necessarily haven't gone so, oh, I've created a world, blah 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 blah." But there is even like from so many facets that like I'm a great storyteller. I do a lot of writing. I do a lot of story writing, because of D&D. Right? I'm able to create and even like think of new ideas and blah blah blah. And like I think those type of things can be said the same in a different fashion for video gaming. I can work through problems. I can I'm not one of the ones who need therapy, so I can control my anger management because of it. You know,
Yeah.
the list goes on. There's also like I can multitask because in gaming you're doing a lot of multitasking that people probably don't necessarily realize that they're actually doing. There's a lot of multitasking. I
I
know
think
my
the other
one.
thing too is
Go
people
ahead.
can learn from failure. Like, they
Yes.
learn quickly. Like, if you play a Souls game, you're going to learn from that failure, and you're going to go back and you're going to redo it, and you're going to learn, what did I do wrong, and do something different. So I think, like, even in that sense, like, taking back and understanding, what are my downsides and how do I make myself better in those ways. So I think, yeah, I agree with you. There's a lot.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well,
Preferably don't go into an interview though and go, so I was playing Souls last night, Dark Souls, and came up to this boss level. That might not work,
no, you might
but
need to
you
be
can at
strategic
least.
about how you word things, but
Right, right.
uh,
Exactly.
well, were you playing Borderlands at all last night?
No, I didn't play last night.
Oh,
I played two different things last night. Well,
okay.
actually, I played three different games last night.
Ooh,
It was
ooh.
pretty good. Yes, two of which will be reviews, and one was just me just having a good time.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. But last month, Borderlands dropped its first DLC along with a new Vault Hunter, which you guys, I do have, a look at, who that one is and everything. We did do stuff on that. But now Gearbox revealed their updated roadmap. So we're going to learn even more things that are coming down the pipeline, and we're going to take a closer look at it. So on April 30th, version 1.6 will release. So everybody get ready for new compiling shaders. It's going to happen. It will feature bug fixes and quality of life improvements, including increases to the spawn rates for world bosses and world events. Then we'll have version 1.7, which will arrive sometime in late May, and it will introduce a free paid boss to encounter, new pearlescent and legendary loot and ultimate vault hunter mode level 7. Version 1.8 will launch in late June, and it will deliver a free takedown and the paid bounty pack 3 DLC. The takedown will be the toughest endgame content yet, with powerful new loot and challenge-based cosmetics as a reward for your efforts. Then Bounty Pack 3 will include new mission, a new bosses and mini bosses, new pearlescents and legendary loot, and a new vault card with 24 cosmetic items and 4 pieces of rerollable gear. Now, and that's not all. There is even more on the way, including a shared character progression toggle and cross-platform saves, which I know has been massive on the want list. People have been wanting to take, and if they play on console but then they move over to PC, they want that cross-platform save so they don't have to start over. I love the fact of the shared character progression, because that would be really helpful, because it does get to a point where you're like, I don't want to redo everything, but I want to try a new character out, kind of thing. So I think those are going to be really helpful. On top of that, we still have to get, the next DLC. We still have another Vault Hunter that's supposed to be showing up. So those are going to be coming down the line as well. So what I want to know is, what are you excited about in this upcoming roadmap for Borderlands 4?
What are you the
I'm
most
just
excited
excited.
for?
Well, I think for myself, it's more like I want to keep seeing them improve the game. These quality of life improvements are slowly fixing things, but they're not like 100%. But
Gotcha, gotcha.
we're getting better, but we're not like all the way turned up where it's like, yes, everything's great. But I've also noticed this with, when I was playing Diablo, it was the same thing. Like, quality of life was starting off where they would make these small changes and you'd be like, okay, this isn't bad. And then all of a sudden they've been trying to really improve it and listen to us to make it better. So I'm hoping that that's what Borderlands is doing in Gearbox. Like, they're actually listening to what we have to say so that we can improve and make this so much better, because I do feel like this game has the legs and the bones to be like, I can be a really great game, but I just need you to fix your stuff. Which is our running joke if you ever watch myself, Tony, and Shirtless Dan.
Well, we shall see how good and how much you enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be talking about
Oh, yes.
it. Well, speaking of things I've talked about, right? Over on the Wannabes podcast, sorry, shameless plug. We actually reviewed.
How dare! How dare you!
But yeah, so over on Wannabes podcast, we had recently reviewed the film called Project Hail Mary, and loved it. By the way, I gave it a 9.5. You should go watch the review, because
Not right now.
not right now, But if you want to see me school the boys on space science, it's worth the watch. But anyway, Project Hail Mary, starring Ryan Gosling, has seen massive success at the box office. So much so that it actually received an extended run in theaters, which was announced, I think, last week. Well, that's actually not all now. It's officially getting a mixed AR VR game from the developer Maze Theory. The game is called Project Hail Mary Journey Among the Stars. It's going to make me want to get a VR headset. Anyway, Andy Weir, the author of the book the movie is based on, is working on this video game alongside Maze Theory. So we have the author working with them on it. It is meant to be an entirely new and original chapter specifically for the game. You'll play as Ryland Grace, the lead character Ryan Gosling portrayed in the film, at a pivotal, untold moment in the Hail Mary mission. So here's the official synopsis. The ship's systems are failing. Deep space grows increasingly uncertain. Using mixed reality, the Hail Mary itself bleeds into the player's physical environment. They reach out to diagnose the problem, improvise the fix, and push the limits of what science and engineering can do under pressure. Humanity's last hope is in the player's hands. Don't worry, Rocky is in the game too. You'll build the bond we see develop in the book and movie. So, what are your thoughts on this Project Hail Mary AR VR game? Let us know in the comments. As I said earlier, it's going to make me even more want to get a VR headset, which I haven't done because money.
I'm waiting for the new Steam one so I can look at it
Fair,
personally.
fair. But yeah, I'm a big Project Hail Mary fan. I also really love Andy Weir. He's a fantastic author. I have his books. So yeah, I'm extremely excited for this.
I mean, this isn't the first time they've done something like this, though. Like Ready
No,
Player One was also an AR VR type situation where
absolutely.
you got to go in and kind of do all the things that were in the movie and everything, which was pretty cool. So I'm not surprised. I mean, honestly, I'm waiting for the point in time where you can start watching, all the NASA stuff, but it's not like from a YouTube channel. It's more immersed where you're actually like in there with them
Yeah.
just flying through space, that kind of thing. And not in the sense of like, oh, we made this universe. No, I mean like I want the full like this is live happening right now. I'm in there with them kind of situation. Like that'd be cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not surprised. I think it's a good move on his part. The movie is hot, right now. So get this
It's a
going and
really
rolling
good
and
movie. It is my highest rated movie so far of the year.
yeah. But I'm just saying like movie's hot. Make this happen.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Speaking of
Well,
new games.
we did know, right? We got our first look at the new Metro 2039, and people are saying it is dark. It is the darkest ever. I don't know about you. I haven't really played a lot of Metro games.
I haven't either.
Okay, but this one's actually kind of cool. So during the Xbox First Look show, there was a 15-minute deep dive into the game. Metro is a series of horror first shooters based on the popular Metro series of books. It focuses on post-nuclear apocalypse um, for their games. They are a little on the darker side overall, but it is interesting that they are bringing out the next one for it, and
I
it looks
didn't
pretty
know.
good.
I didn't know it was a book series.
I didn't know it was a book series either, but I did know about the Metro series, like the
Okay, yeah.
games.
Yeah, same. I had no idea it was
And
a
I,
book series. That's really cool.
yeah, it is really cool, and maybe something that you might want to check out, after the show. After the show. So 4A Games during the show stated, you can expect a much darker tone this time around, a handcrafted story-driven single-player campaign. You'll feel the weight of the rotting world pushing down on you, forcing you deeper into your claustrophobic nightmares. We will go where the worst of humanity will be on full display. We are not romanticizing the post-apocalyptic or making a theme park out of it. Metro has always been a more tragic view on our actions of humanity than tragedy came to us. 4A Games describes scenarios where power outages force them to use generators to continue development, or movement, or moments where drone attacks or rocket strikes interrupted development. 4A is actually over in Europe, where it's close to the Ukrainian. I think they're in Ukraine. So when all that stuff was happening, they were still developing this game. Metro 2039 drops this winter, 2026, for Xbox PC, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox Cloud, and Steam, and also PlayStation 5. So, what do you think of the bigger look at the new Metro 2039? Does this kind of like entice you to want to play it? Have you played any of the Metro ones? Let us know. Like this, I have them, but I'm not like I want to go play them.
Yeah, I have, I think, one of them maybe, but
Mhm.
I think I've always been intrigued by them, but I haven't ever had the chance to really dive into them, right? I
Yeah.
think it's one of those ones where I'll probably like I am interested in the story at this point and what I've seen, especially from this deep dive that we got. So I'll probably like watch someone play it, truthfully. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I would say that would be like the best bet. Like go watch somebody who's played it. And then if it does intrigue you and make you want to, then go and get it. At least
Hmm.
the new, like the old ones, and see what you think. I know those came out and there was a lot of like free ones with those ones because they've been out for so long,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Um, I do like that they at least, even though they've been going through some hardship over there, they were at least able to get this one rolling. Because I know the world's a cluster right now, but I'm happy to see that they were able to get this developed, and it should release sometime this winter, which is great. So we're thinking maybe more like November, October, November, December, in that range, which is
Yeah.
cool.
All right. Well, that does bring our Tech Pulse segment to an end, everybody. We are going to go on a quick break, so use the restroom, fill up on your water or your snacks, whatever you need. But when we return, we are going to be diving into all of the stuff that we saw at the Galaxies Spring Showcase 2026. There's a lot of premieres, guys, a lot of new games we hadn't heard about yet. So we're excited to show them to you and to talk about them. So stay tuned. We'll be back soon.
Boys and girls, make some noise, shake your body to the ground. 1, 2, 3, energy, have some fun, fun, fun. Let's get high, hold on tight, every day and every night. 박수 쳐, 소리 쳐, have some fun, fun, fun. Pump up the bass, pump up the bass, pump up the bass, have some fun, fun, fun. Pump up the bass, pump up the bass, pump up the bass, have some fun, fun, fun.
Let's go!
You tried your best, and you failed miserably.
That's right. Thanks, Kupo.
We need to survive! Oh wait, I'm Test. I'm Test Man.
It's not easy being green.
In an hour, we saw 8 world premieres, huge announcements, and exclusive trailers. It was all part of the Galaxies Spring Showcase, and KP and I were proud co streamers of the event. So, if you missed out, don't worry, we have you covered. We're going to break down some of the games we saw from the showcase, ones we haven't talked about before. So, let's go ahead and start with this first game, everybody. This is Feudal Punk CRPG with turn based combat. So, in Glass House, you're actually set in a locked down apartment block at the dawn of a world war. You'll need to investigate the mysterious triple murder that took place next door, fight the brewing political conspiracy, and, well, make terrible choices before the flatmates do it for you. There is no release date for this game just yet, but this one's really interesting. It's pretty unique, I think. What do you think, KP?
It's definitely intriguing, and I like the fact that it's kind of like solved, but also it gives me that Thermitude game
Okay.
kind of look, because you do this kind of thing. You go through and then you do the turn-based stuff. So yeah, I really think this one's going to be a lot of fun, and I think it'll be definitely one that I will keep an eye on down the road for sure.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a very interesting one in general for a lot of people, but this next one you have to talk about, I want it.
All right. Well, if you're big into story-rich and roundtable management RPGs like Morgan, then check out Sovereign Tower. You'll recruit knights, assign quests, and balance egos while carving out your kingdom's destiny. If destiny doesn't go your way, no problem. Keep turning back time, uncover secrets, and rewrite fate again and again. This game is set to release in August, and good news, there is a demo out now if you want to try it, which I'm sure Morgan has already added to her list.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? No.
Oh, we gotta hydrate. We'll hydrate now.
Thank you.
All right. What do you mean? I mean what I mean, and I said what I said.
Okay, fine. All right. Well, this next one's actually really interesting.
hmm
Are you interested in an ace-like roguelike where you can parry missiles? Well, if you said yes, check out Delivery Must Complete. You'll cut across action-packed dogfights as you fly and upgrade your roster of kick-ass planes. Every battle in this high-speed ace-like roguelike is meant to be massive, with every location being procedural. The battle in the sky is filled with aircraft, blimps, dragons, or mechs. There is no release date just yet. That was a fast trailer.
It was a very fast trailer, even during the actual show. It was like super quick.
I thought I could. I
Um,
thought I could speak that quick enough, but I did not.
I don't know if I'm interested in that one as much. I do like my roguelites, but I have a hard time with flying games. I'm not the best, you know?
Talk about same day delivery.
That's right. Same day delivery happening now.
All right. What's
All
the
right,
next
this
one you got
next
for us?
one. Yeah, this next one's really cool, guys. All I have to say is push it to the limit. That's exactly what you'll do in Echo Breakers. The year is 2097, and you have been brought in by TDS Industries to evaluate an experimental rig powered by a volatile temporal echo drive. Your job is to see how far you can be pushed. Precision, restraint, and calculated risk are essential as you chase faster completions and cleaner executions. Echo Breaker is set to release sometime this year. I am interested in this one. This one looks really good.
This one does look pretty cool.
I like the colors of it too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's show the next one. Sorry, I was buffering over here getting everything pulled up. This is Swan Song, a cozy puzzle game that invites you to slow down, listen, and reflect. Step inside a magical musical box where each puzzle asks players to place notes on a musical scale. Once you turn the key, the music plays and platforms activate, opening paths that guide a small swan to safety. This game has a demo available on Steam, and it also has a planned release date for June 4th of this year. I think this one's really cute. I might potentially try out that demo.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting.
It's a little different than
And it
some of the ones
definitely,
we've seen.
yeah, yeah. All right. It's a political roguelike that is card-based. That's right, card-based. You'll have to fight for votes, break rules, weather scandals, and force through absurd laws to keep the top job. Prime Monster releases on May 4th, and there is a demo available. I think this one's also really interesting. I don't know if it's for me though. I don't know. I'm not like a try to get the votes kind of person.
Yeah, I know that you're also not a big like kind of like card game like deck builder person. Not saying that this is necessarily a
Mhm.
deck builder, but maybe you got to try the demo to find out if it's for you.
That's true.
It does look odd. It does look odd, but it does look fun. I am kind of curious about like because Rams is a Cards Against Humanity type game, and if that's the case, that's kind of cool. I love me some Cards
I was
Against Humanity.
thinking, I don't know why, but I wasn't thinking Cards Against Humanity. I was thinking more like, Guess Who? I don't know why when I saw it. Like that's the
It's
first
almost
thing that popped into my
I
my
could
brain.
I could see it being kind of like both of those games meets like in a weird way like Town of Salem.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Except I always fail at Town of Salem and I always get killed. This is why I don't play those games.
You gotta play Town of Salem in my opinion with like a group of like a full group of people that you know.
Yeah, when you play with nobody,
Yeah, with
you get
randos, it's
murdered.
awful. It's
Yeah, no,
awful
I
with
got murdered
randos.
so much. Do not recommend. Do not recommend.
All right, well, let's go to the next one. This game says it's not your typical battle royale. Scramble Knights Royale is a classic top down co op adventure where you slay monsters, conquer dungeons, and battle rivals in strategic and chaotic 32-player combat. Yeah, 32 players, guys. Crazy. The game plans to release sometime in 2026, and there is a playtest you can request access to right now on Steam. So go request it if you want to try it out, and hopefully you'll get access. What are your thoughts on this one?
Can I do it without the battle royale part? Like I just want to play the part where it's like we just go and dungeon crawl.
You know, you know what I would like for this game?
Yeah.
We can keep the battle
I
royale
don't.
element a
Uh-huh.
little bit, but I want instead of 32 players, which that does sound chaotic and fun at the same time. But I don't have
Yeah.
32 people that will game with
No.
me. But it would be kind of interesting to do like a whole battle royale, but smaller. Would just I guess amongst your friends, we're just duking out against each other. Like, can I have a
Okay.
server where it's like smaller people, like a smaller amount of people, and we can just do like private matches amongst friends? Because then I might play it.
Right.
But against 32 randos, probably not.
No.
Let's see. Ramp says that it looks super. It looks like Super Animal Royal. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know that
I can
one.
see that. Tyler says, I wonder how toxic the players can be. Probably really, because most battle royales are.
Oh, you
Um,
know, just a little
Ram says,
bit.
don't you generally have to pay for that type of thing? For a smaller server base, I mean, it just depends on what they want to make. Like, if look at Fortnite. Fortnite, you can do like different squad ups and stuff like that. So, I mean, like, I'm sure
Yeah.
they could do different amounts.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's possible.
I'm sure it's possible. It's just a matter if they would.
Right.
This
Do we
next one
want to?
looks
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know, but this next one I'm really interested in because of the graphics.
Okay, let's just say this next one. Morgan and I were doing the stream, and before Morgan takes it, the whole time we were talking off stream because we wanted to just let it all play out for you guys. And we just kept saying, "Oh my God, this is so hyper realistic. This is crazy and insane."
Now,
So,
before we take it as well, I just want to let you guys know when it
yeah.
starts playing, you're going to see an active, genuine, in real life, active construction site, and that's going to transition to the game look. So keep that in mind. You're seeing a real life construction site and then the game.
Yes. So, so yeah, it's super hyper realistic, guys, because it's real.
Yeah. But no, just
Woohoo!
but it's more like keep that in mind so you can compare how it looks.
Yes. Okay, so you'll get to dig into your next exciting evolution of the construction simulator series and experience the biggest construction playground ever. Okay, so this is the real part. This is a real construction site.
Yeah, so
All
right here I
right,
have
guys.
now playing
Now
is
we
the
have
gameplay.
switched over. Yeah. Control several licensed machines, take on manual labor, and master both construction and demolition. This is Construction Simulator Evolution, and it releases sometime in Q4 this year. This game looks so hyper realistic. It's insane.
It's crazy. Like
I literally thought, I was like, no,
like
this
I'm very
can't be
curious.
real.
I'm sure this is like just cinematic stuff, but like we do get a moment that we just saw a moment ago, a POV of like the actual like machine grabbing and breaking the wall. And part of me is like, is that how it actually looks? Because if it does, that's crazy. Like it's so hyper realistic in the graphics for a construction simulator game of all things. But to be honest, it doesn't really surprise me. There's a huge following even for like the truck simulator games,
Oh
and
yeah.
those
Simulator, like any of them are
yeah,
massive.
and it's one of those things that like it's one of those things where it's how do I put it? Like I just know that like even Truck Simulator has started to look even better and better in terms of its graphics. And in my personal opinion, this is blowing it out of the water from just the like I'm assuming more cinematic look. But yeah, I
Farm
really won't.
Simulator was pretty good too, if you
That's
looked at
right.
those
That's
ones.
right. That's right.
I did that one for a little bit and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so hyper realistic. It's crazy. And I don't know how to farm. I'm not a farmer.
Tyler, I might use that. Well, how about some party games?
I mean, I guess. Do you guys like
Okay.
party games? How many people still play party games?
I do occasionally with like, but only when I'm having a party at my house.
Right. I don't really
Like
go out of my
that's
way to do like Jackbox
yeah. I
on
literally
stream.
only do Jackbox if I have like a small party going on at the house.
Right.
Okay, Tyler's played Mario
Yeah.
Party. I do have
Great party
Jamboree,
game.
Mario Party Jamboree now. So
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. And I agree with Ramp occasionally, not very often. Yeah, like that
yeah,
seems to be the
yeah.
whole, the vibe right now. So
Well, maybe we
would
need a
you guys
new
let's
one.
see if you guys, yeah, maybe you guys just want this one.
Yeah, or maybe not, and that's okay too. But let's talk about it. So, if you're interested in another party game, this is Mojo Party with a collection of fast-paced party games for 1 to 16 players. So players connect and play using their phones to dive into wild challenges, improv mayhem, chaotic minigames, and pop culture. There is no release date just yet, but it is said it has been developed to spark laughs, rivalry, and unforgettable moments. So yeah, Mojo
I don't know.
Party.
I'm kind of like, okay, we got another one, just
Yeah, I'm kind of
maybe
just like meh,
maybe
personally.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not like overly excited about it. But if you're if you're a person who likes to have parties and that kind of stuff, like this makes sense.
Yeah.
And yeah. All right, Morgan, I know how much you love your Lovecraftian horror. But maybe you want to put the love in Lovecraftian horror. Oh, you see
So,
what I did there?
so we're going from vampire daddy to tentacle daddy.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a
Except this is
jump.
gonna be even better.
Oh,
It's
okay.
So, when a captivating comet crashes into your apartment, you are drawn into a interplanetary conflict between light and dark. The comet can shapeshift into anything, including some hot daddies and mommies. So, what are you willing to sacrifice to win a kiss from the steamiest chick this side of galaxy? Sucker for Love Crush Landing doesn't have a release date yet, but for Morgan's sake and all those people out there who love this Lovecraftian horror, there is a demo if you want to try it. So, Morgan, are you going to try it and see if you can get a hot daddy or mommy?
I'm gonna get them all. Tyler, words fail to describe how weird this is. You know what? Let me know in chat, guys. Put a yes in chat if you want me to test out the demo.
No. Put Morgan's emote too if you have that.
If you have access to my emote, throw it in there. I will test it out if you, the people, want me to test it out. Okay, KP.
Yes. You're like crap.
Well done.
Morgan's like,
I'm writing it down so I don't forget.
that
way I go and add it
guys,
to my
let us
library.
know. Say yes either in Twitch or on YouTube if you want Morgan to check out Crush. What it was called? I forgot the name of it. You want me to do a
Sucker
poll?
for
I can
Love
poll.
Crush Landing.
Let's create a new poll. Should Morgan test out Crush? Sucker for Love. Sucker for Love Crush Landing.
If you're over on YouTube, please put just a yes or a no in chat. That way we know, because
all right, this is gonna be a minute poll, guys.
I don't think we can run a poll over there, can we? Oh no, we can.
Yeah, but it won't let me do it though. Start poll. Content does not meet guidelines.
Put just Crush Landing. Maybe they don't like the wording. Sucker for Love, or I don't know. They might be like, ew, that's gross. Here.
Yep. Okay, guys. Start polling it.
Yeah. There is a poll, but Tyler and Ramp have both said yes. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That is a good way to shorten it.
Oh, well, go vote, guys.
Well, while you all
gotta
are
vote.
While you all are voting, we will move on to the next game that I have for you. This game blends tower defense, RTF, and roguelite progression. During a last defense, you lead your tribe against the Empire. You'll command warriors in battle, fortify defenses, and build an economy as you fight to reclaim your ancestral homeland. This is Dawn of Defense, and it plans to release in Q4 of 2026. There's also a Steam demo available to download if you want to go test it out. Is this the type of game you'd play, KP?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I'd check it out for sure. I mean, I like tower defense kind of games. It seems like, and that's kind of, because that's that strategy that I like to do.
Yeah.
I'd check it out for sure.
Alrighty, very nice. And
All right,
I
well,
will
the results
be
are in, and the
checking
answer
it.
is yes.
I will check out and do the demo of Star. What is it? Sucker for Love, Crush Landing.
Land.
All right, I'm doing
She'll
it for
do it
you
later.
guys.
This is for all of you guys. And who knows? Maybe we'll get some socials on it too. Maybe we should have you have like your camera up too so you can record your reactions.
I could do that.
That would be hilarious.
Just do a
All right, this
full-
next one.
just releases the full Morgan demo cut.
Raw. Oh, hello there.
What a daddy.
What's your name? How do I get you?
A full Morgan reel. Full Morgan reel.
Our editor Oliver will have a field day with you.
Oh, editor. Oh my gosh. Oliver would love it.
All right, well, we know what we're doing now. For content.
For you, the people, and for the content.
That's right, for our community. All right, so this next one is actually from Coffee Stain, which threw me off. It did. It threw me completely off. I was so confused. But corporations turned crime-infested streets into profit margins for bounty hunters, and John Sawyer is going to make a killing. Hunt, die, upgrade, repeat in this explosive roguelite prequel where every strategic upgrade strips away more flesh and builds a cybernetic fighter one chrome limb at a time. Hunt Down Overtime releases on May 7th. So if this is a game that you think would be really fun, you should go and check it out. But I will say, yes, Coffee Stain confused the crap out of me because normally when you see Coffee Stain, you think Satisfactory, and this is theirs. But this is
Wow.
not Satisfactory. I know. I was like, what? What is this?
It's
There's no
such a
demo,
different,
though.
such a different vibe from Satisfactory for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I was like, what?
Wow.
It's kind of like that. Yeah. When I saw this, I was thinking like, oh, what's that game? What's that movie? There's so many movies though that are very cyber-esque.
You gotta give me more to help you, babe.
I know. I can't think of it.
As
It'll come
as
to me later.
the resident movie person, I need a
I know,
little
and
more
the
than
problem is
that.
like it's a movie series that I have watched all of them, and for some reason the name always like is never there. It's
Well,
so
give me, like,
bad.
give me thought. What do you remember of it?
The three boobs. That should help you a lot.
Total Recall?
No.
Oh.
I mean, maybe that's not it. Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. No, not Total Recall, guys. It's the other one. Damn it.
At least it's
No, but that one is right. That is the three boobs for the Total Recall. But no, not that one. There's another one that's also super sci-fi, but it's got what's his name in it? I
wow,
know. I'm doing so
helpful.
great. Oh my god, my brain. Hold on, guys. I'm having a hard time. It has Harrison Ford in it, and now I'm like, what the fuck movie was it? Blade Runner.
Miss Man.
Yeah, it's Blade Runner. That's what I was thinking of. That's what it reminds me of. Because I've watched all of his Blade Runner ones. I don't know why I went to Total Recall first. That shouldn't have been right.
I just want you to know that there
I
is
suck.
no
I know.
three-breasted woman in Blade
No,
Runner.
that's why I said I don't know why I went to three boobs on that one because there's none. I do know that.
Just making sure.
I watched the latest, like I watched his the latest one, like that 2017 one that he did. I watched that in theaters and I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, and I do really like Blade Runner. But if you gave
Yeah.
me more info,
No, I couldn't because
then
I couldn't think of Harrison
the
Ford.
wrong
That was the
three
problem.
boobs
I couldn't
woman.
think of Harrison Ford. Like I was like, I don't know why my brain can't do this. This is why I'm not on your movie show every day. I mean, maybe if I did more movie-based, research, I would have more of
Yeah.
that in my brain.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's because I just don't do it all the time. I know, it's 10 years old. Isn't that crazy?
That is
It's
wild.
ridiculous. Yeah.
I was working the movie theater when that came out.
Hmm.
Yeah. I got to stay for free.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's always a good sign.
Hell yeah. Best perk of that. Working the theater is free movies.
Yay! Sorry, guys, I suck at movies.
That's
I
fine.
used
All
to be
right.
really good at
Let's
it.
go back. Let's go back to video games for it, guys.
I'm better at that right now.
Northgard has a new game, Northgard Battlegrounds. It's a city builder auto battler set in the Viking world of Northgard, where every building you place shapes your clan's fate and survival. You'll need to plan, build, and strategize to develop your kingdom, claim blessings from the gods, and send your warband to battle against rival players. The game plans to release sometime in 2026, but there's no specific date just yet. And there's also a playtest you can request access to on Steam. I know you like a good auto battler, right?
Sometimes it depends. I don't know if I'd like this one. I do like Northgard though. Like I have the other version of Northgard, which is
Yeah, it's base game.
which is more it's not bad. But I just don't know about this one. But it is there, Northgard
This
Battlers.
for me isn't my type of game. I'm not normally like this. I've done some games like this and I have fun with them for a little bit, but then I don't like probably after like the initial play, like one or two plays of it, I usually don't touch them again.
I think that's it too. Like I play it for a little bit and then I'm like, okay, and then I get bored. I think
Yeah.
for me it's more I like the original Northgard that they have
Mhm.
because it makes more sense to me overall. But I've also liked growing up playing, Red Alert Age of Empires. So that's kind of like what the original Northgard is compared to
That's fair.
what this is. So yeah. So let me go back to YouTube. There we go. All right. This next one, get ready to team up with Alice and Dusty as they embark on an epic adventure across the mysterious Arcadera Peninsula. You'll develop unique combat skills, gather precious materials, forge powerful items, and tend to your growing farm either alone or with a friend. Kitaria Fables 2 doesn't have a release date just yet, unfortunately. But if this is something that you think is cute and you want to play, definitely go and check it out. There is a 1. I know but I haven't played not 1 before. So I don't know anything about this storyline or this overall background or anything. And I don't know if you do, Morgan.
I actually don't. I had never heard of this game before the showcase. But I think it looks really freaking cute. Like I am down to check it out for sure.
I'm sure 1's on sale right now, which would be interesting to see.
Element. So
It is.
Furry Rune Factory.
It is on sale. It is right now on sale for $5,
Nice.
or you can get everything with all the skins for $11.09. And there's a demo for the first one, so you can definitely check it out before you get it.
Very
So
nice.
that's kind of cool. Get you, all wrapped up and ready to go for the next one.
Well, KP, I know you like your roguelites.
I do.
So check out this next one, okay?
Okay.
This is a strategy turn-based roguelite. You'll lead your tribal warband and time your attacks to the beat of the war drum. You'll forge your path through the harsh fantasy world where rhythmic magic reigns. You'll face off against death and strengthen your warriors until you are strong enough to destroy the dark magic inflicting the land. This game is called War Drum and releases on May 7th. You can also download the game demo on Steam right now if you want to test it out. But KP, what do you think of this as our fellow roguelite person?
um, it's interesting. It's an interesting take of taking uh like a Beat Saber, a rhythm type of game, and inputting it into a roguelite. When they first showed it, I guess I wasn't paying too close attention to it. I was just like, oh, okay. And then I was like, cool. And then I moved on in my brain. Um, I don't know. I'd have to see if I like it. I think the beating to the drum is interesting, but I'm also kind of like, I don't know if I'd like that part of it.
Gotcha.
But I'm also curious because it looked like you had different people. So I'm curious if they have different skill sets and stuff like that, or if it's different beat
Which
patterns
with it
or
being a
what.
turn-based, usually you have like a party you get to control.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah.
You might be able to switch it out and tailor your gameplay to that as well, depending on how many
Mhm.
players are available for you.
Yeah, that's true. This next one, though, is really funny. I chuckled when I watched the trailer, and knowing that it's from Bus Simulator, the creators of Bus Simulator 21, it just was like chef's kiss kind of situation going on. So, in this next one, step into the driver's seat in Busbound, the latest title from, like I said, the creators of Bus Simulator 21. You'll explore a vibrant city behind the wheel of officially licensed buses and help transform it into a pedestrian-friendly paradise, one stop at a time. Busbound releases on April 30th, so it's coming around the corner, and you can pre-purchase it now. So, if this is something that you really want to get into, go to the Steam page, go get it, put it in your cart, and you'll be on your merry way. I love the bus driver in this trailer. He cracks me up. Like the part where they're coming up to the pothole and he's like flooring it and then he slows down. It's hilarious to me.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm letting it play since we're talking about it.
They're all like, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh." He stops and slows down.
The cheering. Oh, goodness gracious.
Yep, you could be Guy Fieri as the bus driver. I don't think it's supposed to be serious. I think it's just supposed to be like a stupid, silly game. You know?
Yeah, I think it's one you can definitely just go have fun with. I think it's one you could probably go as
Yeah.
serious or unserious as you want.
Right. He's not taking them to Flavor Town. How do you know? How do you know he's not taking them to Flavor
Maybe the
Town?
bus is Flavor Town.
That's right. That's why he cranks up the music. Element said that he would play it like Crazy Taxi. Oh my goodness. That would be
Nice,
hilarious to
nice.
me.
Well, this next game is wild. Whew. You slip between the cracks of reality into a world where danger awaits everywhere. Form your strategy and try to survive while battling or fleeing when necessary. Collect strange items, unlock new abilities, and recruit unique companions as you forge your own path through this backrooms-inspired JRPG psychological horror game. This game plans to release sometime in 2026, and there is a demo on Steam if you want to try it out. It has so
This
many
took me a
different
while.
elements going on in it.
But it also took me a while to understand that it was inspired by the back room. I think it wasn't until about halfway through that we were like, oh, I see now.
Yeah,
I
we
see
needed
what you're
the
doing.
visual to
Yeah.
like there was one visual where it looked kind of like back roomy, and I was like, oh, so it's like meets the back rooms, and then sure enough, confirmed by the title that it was.
Yeah. All right. This one actually I'm excited to try out.
Me too.
So it's called Ravage, and it is an immersive sci-fi puzzle adventure set aboard the ARES space station. Trapped in a space phenomenon, you wake up as Miranda. You're forced to explore, solve intricate puzzles to unravel the fate of your missing crew. Now, there's no release date just yet, but you can play the demo. I love the graphics for this. I love that it's a puzzle game. I kind of been leaning more towards puzzle games lately just because sometimes I don't want to fight a creature and I just want to like chill and just try to solve something,
Sure.
And I think that's what makes this one look so interesting to me. I'm excited to play the demo for it. It's on my list of ones to try out. I just haven't done it yet.
No, it's definitely one that I'm really interested in as well. It looks really nice.
hmm
But I think this next one you're gonna like, KP.
I've already played it.
Oh, well, she'll let you know, guys. So
Played
here's
it
a
last
new
night.
perfect. Here's a new colony sim where you build and lead colonies on the surface of an endless wall. In the survival resource management tower defense style game, you'll need to develop new tech, defend against relentless attacks while your robot spiders go on risky expeditions. This is wall world strategy. There is no release date just yet, but you can request to be part of the playtest that is on Steam. Was that what you got into, the playtest?
Yeah.
Nice. How'd you like it? I know, like, obviously you don't have to go into full big depth because I know you're doing a review on it, but
Right.
was it fun?
A little bit of okay, one thing that we decided that they're not robo spiders. They're robo beetles.
Oh, okay.
Because so all the creatures are on there are like, oh, they're spiders. They only have 6 legs. So they're not spiders. They
Gotcha.
can't be deemed spiders. So I gave them some feedback and I told them they need to change the name from robo spiders to robo beetles.
Perfect.
There was a little bit of a learning curve with it, but we'll go into great detail when I get into the review. But yeah, for the
Sure.
most part, there was some learning curves to it. And yeah, with Element's help, we decided that we are going to have them change it from robo spiders to robo beetles.
Perfection.
But yeah, it's definitely an interesting take. I wish there was more that
Okay.
you could do, but they did give you a good amount. I just felt like there was some. I wish I could have done a little bit more just to understand like more of the in-depth part of it, like the more intricate parts of it. But Morgan, I will say there is a tentacle.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. There is a tentacle. I won't tell you where, but there is a tentacle. We found that guy, didn't we, Element?
Oh boy.
So there will be a review coming up from me on the playtest, and I'm excited to see what you guys think. If you guys haven't checked it out, yeah, it was kind of stunning. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out, especially if you're into that kind of stuff. You might like it, and you might find that tentacle. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Oh my goodness.
All right, this next one though is one that I'm actually really excited to try out too. So I've got like a bunch that are on my list of ones that I want to try.
Us have
So
a
this
list?
one-
No way.
I know, right? I really need to like focus on finishing my list. That's the problem. I get to the point where I'm like, I have all these demos, and then I start trying to do them, and then I just never finish them. So we're gonna try to focus today. This one's called so you'll meet the Merleys. They're tiny bird community trying to find harmony in a cute post-apocalyptic world filled with the remains of a long-forgotten civilization. Gather your birdies, explore the world with your tiny bird squad, and complete your village out of collected scraps. The Merleys releases sometime this year, but there is a demo available, and they're just so cute. I
Perfect.
love this. Like, this made me so excited to see this. And just like they go and they learn, and then they come back and they're like, ta-da! I built it too. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so adorable.
That is super cute.
hmm So that's another one on the list.
Okay.
Nerds.
Element. You're talking about Crazy Taxi. I have another taxi game for you. So I'm gonna
It's
show
not
it to you.
Crazy Taxi. I'm sorry.
It's not Crazy Taxi, but it's crazy. I'm going to show it to you right now. This is Lost Road, a dark psychological horror where you drive through Japan's most haunted forests in in your night shift taxi. You'll pick up strange passengers, fulfill their unsettling requests, and follow the silent road as their stories make each ride darker than the one before it. Silent Road is coming out with no specific date announced just yet. I'm not sure if
I
you
mean,
can play it like
maybe.
Crazy Taxi, but there's only one way to find out.
That's true.
Only one way
That
to
is
find
true.
out.
This next one, Morgan, I feel like you would try it out.
Maybe.
Yeah, I like when I saw it, I was like, I could see Morgan playing this game. So, in this next one, you'll play as Kenneth, a private detective, and Blue, a runaway searching for answers in a study in blue. Explore the mega city of Republica in a semi-open world, solve criminal cases, make decisive moral choices, and uncover the truth behind Blue's past. A Study in Blue doesn't have a release date just yet, but there is a demo available. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, I could see Morgan trying this out.
Yeah, I could definitely see myself trying this one. There's definitely a lot of how do I put? There's quite a bit of darkness to this game for sure.
Yeah.
Which isn't not a bad thing by any means. It's definitely has a bit of darker qualities. It seems though, like a lot of
Yeah,
darker
dark
themes to
elements.
follow. Yeah,
Yeah.
elements and themes for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, like the part where she gets smacked in the face. I was like, oh, oh.
Yeah, there definitely seems to be some like abuse from family for sure. Is one of the themes that
Yeah.
would be covered.
I know this next one you also want to try out.
Oh, I want to try out this next one so bad. This one's on my list.
He's got a list too, guys. Starts with the first one. Sucker for Love. Crush Landing.
Oh my goodness. Well, check out Listword. It's a visually beautiful single-player survival adventure set in a vast and unforgiving desert, all within the fantasy world of Umbra. You'll explore, craft, team up with your companion, and leverage the world's magic to handle the desert's heat. There is no release date just yet, but there is a demo available on Steam. And yes, I'll be trying it out. I'm really, really interested in this one.
I definitely could see you playing this one. I don't know if this one would be one for me, but I definitely, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, Morgan would definitely try that one out for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys like dark psychological thrillers, then you'll want to check out Sirens Fall Silent. It takes place in the 1990s in Italy. You'll play as Mila, a troubled policewoman drawn into a high-profile case of kidnappings and murders. As the case unravels, you must not only save her from herself, but from being swallowed by a vortex of violence and confusion. When Sirens Fall Silent doesn't have a release date just yet, and unfortunately there is no demo, but if this is one that you think is fascinating, definitely add it to your wish list.
Yeah, this one's different. It's unique. It's definitely intriguing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd play it, but it is intriguing. This is the type of one I could
It's
also
not-
see myself watch someone play. Because like I don't want to
Yeah.
want to play it, but I want to enjoy the story.
True. Good point.
This next one, I want to play.
You
with
love this
people.
next one.
This next one, I want to play it with friends so bad. So Fran, I want to play it with friends. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Same to you, Tyler. Same to you, KP. All of you. Okay. I want to play this with
Okay.
people.
Okay.
So this game is a really fun-looking multiplayer party game for up to 16 players. It's called Pecking Order, and you need to run, fly, and scream your way through the food chain. Sneaky worms try to outsmart hungry birds in this fight for survival. And, you might get some bragging rights too. You'll see. But There is no release date just yet, but there is a playtest you can request access to on their Steam page. So head on over there, hit access, and maybe we all can try it out together.
Well, they can't be chickens. I will say that chickens don't fly.
Yeah. But the fly part is because there's stuff on the like there are like power-ups and other things around that can like help you fly around. It's kind of like Crab Champions, but like you're versing friends.
Right. Well, Rhyme said so run away from chickens, and I said they can't be chickens. Chickens can't fly.
Just saying you can fly if the map or item allows you to.
Right. But they could be birds that fly.
We're gonna find out.
They can't be penguins. Penguins can't fly.
Just saying.
Emus can't fly.
Also,
So they're not
chickens.
emus.
Chickens can fly, just not very far. They can fly a few feet. Or actually, like I've watched a chicken
You
fly.
can't fly up.
Yeah, they can. I've literally watched a chicken fly up into a tree. My next door neighbor had chickens that got loose, and I was helping them catch their chickens. They can't like fly, but they can get somewhere with a projectile boost of their wings. That chicken was at least 15 feet up in the tree.
I just want to know what kind of birds now.
They looked kind of chickeny, but they also may not be chickens. I don't know. Maybe we get to choose the type of bird we play as.
Maybe. I'm like trying to find the game itself. Is this it?
It's called Pecking Order.
I know, but there's also a card game called Pecking Order.
Here, do you want me to grab you the link? Since I've been to the Steam page already.
Maybe I can find it. Hold on. I found it. Here we go. Let's see. Did I say what kind of birdies? I'm so curious now. I want to know what the birdies are.
I will say I've already requested the playtest, so it just says as a bird is what the big description says.
Oh, but the styles are so great. There's like so many styles that you can unlock for the worms and the birds. You could also be a plague doctor bird.
Here I can show the some of the styles to the peeps. Are you looking in the carousel?
Yeah, the bottom there was at the bottom they
Bottom,
had some
got it.
stuff. Yeah.
Here, I'll show it to the people watching. This is what she's talking about.
They just look like blackbirds.
And maybe they are. They're just birds. Birds that can fly.
They're grackles. That's what we have here. We have grackles.
Maybe. That could be. I know we're
I just
both.
love the styles. The styles are hilarious to me.
Yeah. They're fun. They're fun.
All right, this next one is inspired by the 60s. So, Stardream is a story-driven investigation game set in a retro 60s inspired space arc. As Darlene, another taxi driver, turned into a pressured investigator, uncovered a hidden truth that could shatter a perfect society. Stardream doesn't have a release date, but there is a demo available. So, Element, there you go. Another taxi driver inspired story-driven story. This one's also really interesting. I also thought, Morgan, you would like this one too.
I am going to be honest. I am intrigued by it. Not going to lie. Maybe I'll do that demo too.
There you go. Can I play it like Crazy Taxi? I want you to answer that in all of the demos that you play that are like this, where you get to be a taxi driver. If you
Oh,
do have one, if you do it,
okay.
I want you to answer, can I play it like Crazy Taxi?
Got it.
I
Got it.
think that would be really funny. At the end, Morgan's like, so you can play this game and there's a demo. And yes, you can play it like Crazy Taxi. Anything with a taxi or bus or bus. There we go. New goals.
All right. Who has seen the anime Sword Art Online? I know I have. I'm assuming Ramp has. I know you
Can't raise my
haven't.
hand.
Element, Tyler,
Oh,
Ramp. Have y'all seen Sword Art Online? Let me know. Let me know. Same with you. Anybody over on YouTube? Anybody else around that I didn't mention? Let me know. Ramp has. I figured you have. Really? I'm surprised you only watched the first episode, Tyler. Well, this next game is actually,
oh, you've read Element.
the first 3 seasons. Yay! Nice. Well, in the recap movie. Solid. All right. Well, if you like Sword Art Online, listen up about this next game. Enjoy your JRPG adventure in Echoes of Anikrad with complete character customization. The game is set in a beautiful world named Anikrad, but it's full of danger. Create your hero, choose your gear, and master combat by building synergy with your partner. This game is single player, but you'll level up and unlock special abilities. This game is a new Sword Art Online game releasing on July 9th of this year, and pre-orders are already available. Let's see. It needs permadeath on and untoggable or untoggleable. That's fair. I could see that. I would like to not get permadeath though in real life by this game. Thanks. It does have permadeath. Nice. Nice is nice. Well, your adventure matters because it could be your last.
Hardcore mode. Let's go.
I have such interest. Okay, completely off topic.
Mhm.
I have such interesting lighting right now because it's getting really, really dark outside because a storm's coming in. And my camera's never this dark when we're live. It's like it's nighttime.
I know. I'm like, what's going on?
The storm's coming in. All right, we're down to the big one. This was their final announcement of the entire show as well.
hmm It was the big surprise of the showcase. And it was the Phasmophobia Alan Wake event set to happen on May 12th. Now there wasn't much talked about when it comes to the event itself, but we do know that Kinetic Games will be working with Remedy directly. This will also be a one-time event, so it's not like this is going to be a reoccurring thing. But we'll have to bring you more information as the event gets closer. But it should be really exciting. I'm excited for it. At first I was like, wait, this isn't Phasmo, and then I was like, it is Phasmo, but it's not Phasmo. I was so thrown off by it when it was showing it. But it's gonna be, I'm hoping, really cool. I'm hoping we get some cosmetics from it. Because we did, if you guys have played the Cursed Hollow event, we got our first cosmetics from the game in the bag. So when they release
Heck
the
yeah.
cosmetic character customization, when that comes out, we will have those available, which will be really cool. So I'm kind of excited about that whole thing. So
I'm
we'll see
really,
what this
really.
one has in store.
This is their first crossover, so I'm very curious to see how it's going to work. And I'm really excited because I think there's a lot of room for a lot of really cool crossovers with something like Phasmophobia. I think I like how we see crossovers with like Dead by Daylight. I think we could do similar things, depending on how they actually run this event. Because because we don't know how it's
Mhm.
gonna work yet and what it means, other than
Right.
maybe new locations. But I think we could see in the future like really cool like hunts with like other movies and other video games with really popular like supernatural beings. And I don't know. I'm very curious to see what this means for the future of Phasmophobia because we've talked about in length even on the show that Phasmophobia feels kind of like just like where it's at right now, and it doesn't feel like there's a lot of love to push it further other than updating their
Mhm.
maps. So I'm hoping
Right.
this means that there's more to come for us in Phasmophobia.
Well, and like you said, the crossovers, now that we have gotten our first cosmetics in the game, those crossovers are going to make more sense. You know, like a crossover with no cosmetics and just going, oh, it's a different ghost form, right? Model
Hmm.
doesn't really make sense to you and you don't really get anything out of it. Like, ooh, yay, I got a badge. Ooh, yay, I got a badge that animates, and that's about it. Now we're actually getting cosmetics. And so, like, maybe you get Alan Wake's, jacket, or you get like a specialized looking flashlight, or something of that matter. Like,
Yeah.
I think those are things that they're going to start thinking about down the road. Um, I will say though, as much as I'm like excited for the Alan Wake crossover, I have a hard time with Alan Wake. It gives me like this weird, I don't know, it like gives me like the weird creeps and stuff because of how they do
Oh.
the games, that it like messes with my brain and it makes me feel like very uneasy. And it's a very weird concept that they do with it, even though people are like, it's such a cool game and it does all this. And I'm like, it makes me just very uneasy when even watching somebody play it. So it's
Hmm.
a very cool thing though. I'm glad that they're doing it. They're starting with Alan Wake because I think that makes the most sense.
Sure. Sure.
But I am curious to see, we do Alan Wake, where do we go next? Like, I think that's going to be cool. I'm really hoping that we start seeing even crossovers with these seasonal events in the way, because that would be really nice, as opposed to just like, yeah, it's a jack-o'-rabbit, and it's not Santa.
So, Kinetic Games, if you ever get to see this video, I want to say I think they should do because it is released that or announced, and there is a teaser trailer out that Insidious is coming out with a new movie. And like I think the thought process of Insidious could be a really fun game. But like I think a really fun element of like when you're out doing hunts is there's the red door in Insidious, and like you have to find the red door hidden in the house and kind of like unlock it and find out like what room it's like located in. I don't know. I think there could be a fun mechanic even with like an Insidious style event for Phasmophobia.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool. I think Amnesia would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other ones that are out there?
You get
There's the
the
one,
Grudge.
The Grudge, like that would be really good. Um, oh shoot, I can't think of it. Like, it's the one where you do a lot of like infrared lighting, like a lot of the infrared, um, and there's like a monster in there, but I can't think of what it's called. I would never play it because it's not for me,
I'm
but
not
I've seen
I'm not
people play
familiar
it.
with that.
Um,
Ramp also
it's like
said
right
that
there. It's really stupid. It's like it's
okay.
right there. Like I see it, but I can't think of the
It's
stupid
a video game,
name.
right?
Oh, I think it is Silent. It might be Silent Hill.
Game where are you hunting the monster?
No, you're just trying to stay away. I think it might be Silent Hill. I've watched those before. Let me see images. I hate that I keep doing this. I keep having issues where I'm like, I know what I want to say. It's not there.
Hmm.
Yeah, Silent Hill would be a good one to bring in some of those scary monsters as well. Um,
I
there's
could
other like
hmm. Let's see.
it's a franchise.
Ramp said they could see stuff like Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
That could be
Um,
interesting.
FNAF would be hilarious. Chucky would be hilarious. How scary would that be?
I think that'd be really interesting if they bring stuff in like Annabelle. Not to
Mhm.
help support The Conjuring because I have issues with The Conjuring, but Annabelle is also a very true story. And like they
Mm.
have more like these creepy. I know you won't love it, KP. I'm sorry, but like have like the creepy haunted doll elements.
Oh no, I hate those. Those are
I know,
creepy.
I'm sorry.
Well, there's
But it could be
one
like it could be
where
another artifact. You know how we have like the plushie or whatever?
oh, it was Outlast. That's what it was.
Oh, hold on, that sounds really familiar. I need to look it up. Ow.
I'm like, I know I've watched them because you do everything in like a
Oh
whole.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
all
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I had to see what it looked
I
like.
knew I'd find it. But they do have like they if they did that one with the creepy doll, they do have the one house that they remade where you go upstairs and it has literally a doll room, by the way. There's
Yeah,
also a mannequin in that house, which is freaking creepy as fuck.
the nun, called dreaded.
Well, I mean, you could have the monsters not be solid. They don't have to be. They can be invisible. I mean, Krampus is not a ghost, but Krampus is a ghost, like so you could easily translate it into a horror in that sense. Like there's nothing that says you can't do that.
Right,
Um
right.
yeah. So I don't see what there would be any issues with that element in that sense. But they could easily take models like Hellraiser would be hilarious to see in there. All of a sudden you see freaking Hellraiser out of nowhere and it could be like him and then it could be other models of like the different types that he has that are part of his like,
And
the main ones.
there's like a lot of traps and like other like stuff that happens with Hellraiser. It could even be interesting
Mhm.
to like you're in a very specific map when you're out doing the Hellraiser
Yeah.
stuff, and you have to worry about finding traps and avoiding them as well. Almost
Yeah.
do like a kind of like hunt, like almost like a hide and seek / escape.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could be a really interesting game mode for something like Hellraiser.
Saw would be really funny, but I wouldn't want that. Would you like to play a game? No, leave me the fuck alone.
No, I'm already playing a
Don't
game.
talk to
I don't
me.
need an extra one.
Don't talk to me. Go talk to somebody else. Yeah. So guys, we went through a lot of different games, but we want to know what game are you looking forward to checking out? From the list, maybe some other ones that we haven't checked out, that you might want to be like, oh yeah, did you see this one, KP, or did you see this one, Morgan? We're here to go to our Discord, tell us what games you're seeing out there, whether it's from the Galaxy
let's know.
Showcase or somewhere else.
Yeah, but real quick, guys, don't forget you can check out all of the games from the Galaxy Spring Showcase, the ones we talked about and more, by heading over to Steam.
Yeah, there's a lot in there. And we didn't even cover all of them. We covered the ones we hadn't talked about in the big one for Phasmo. But they showed a lot of games that, are out right now or going to be out soon. So definitely go over there, check it out, and see what ones are on a demo base if you want to check that part of it out before you buy it or put it on your wish list to buy later.
Yeah. Oop, I went to and actually hit the wrong one for a second. Sorry, y'all. But, whoops. Anyway, we are going to take one last quick break, everybody. And when we return, we actually have some winners to talk about because the BAFTA Awards just took place. And when we return, we're going to go over all of them with you. So stay tuned, and we'll be back after the short break.
Boys and girls, make some noise, shake your body to the ground. 1, 2, 3, Galaxies, have some fun, fun, fun. Let's get high, hold on tight, every day and every night. 박수 쳐, 소리 쳐, have some fun, fun, fun. Pump up the bass, pump up the bass, pump up the bass, have some fun, fun, fun. Pump up the bass, pump up the bass, pump up the bass, have some fun, fun, fun.
Let's go!
You tried your best, and you failed miserably.
That's right. Thanks, Kippo.
We need to survive. Oh wait, I'm Test. I'm Test Man.
It's not easy being green.
Our first big award ceremony of the year took place on Friday, and we have the winners of the awards. Before we take a closer look, these games were released in the UK between November 16th, 2024 and November 14th, 2025. That apparently my cat has very large opinions about. Um, but yeah, KP, please, let's have you kick it off for us. Tell us the stuff.
Yeah. All right. So first up, we have Dispatch. So they took home 2 awards from Friday. They won animation and audio achievement. If you haven't played Dispatch, this is a game where you work in a superhero workplace. You'll manage a dysfunctional team of misfit heroes and strategize who to send to emergencies around the city, all while balancing office politics, personal relationships, and your own quest to become a hero. So happy for them. I know this is one that Morgan and I both have and played a little bit. She's played the demo. I played the first like half of the game so far, but we're happy to see that they actually took home some awards and it wasn't, wasn't a loss for them.
Yeah, agreed. Well, next up is, you know, it's not an award show right now without mentioning Claire Obscure. So,
Well, just for this one because of the
Sure.
range of the
Yeah.
dates and
Yeah.
stuff. So like, they'll
Absolutely.
eventually start not getting any more awards.
I know, but I'm just saying, you know. Well, guys, Claire Obscure Expedition 33 took home 2 awards as well. They scored Best Game and Best Debut Game. This game will have you lead the members of Expedition 33 on their quest to destroy the paintress so that she can never paint death again. It is a unique turn-based RPG with real-time mechanics. I
All right.
This game took people by storm, so I'm not surprised it took away those 2 wins.
Yeah, like the game itself, yeah. It's a fun one. I mean, I've seen some of Feisty's stream for it. Feistiest Cran, she played through it. I played I'm not very far. I need to get back into it, but I played a bit of it too myself. So it's a pretty cool mechanic the way it's put together. All right, this next one I know Morgan's going to be excited about. So Ghost of Yotai took home 2 awards. Also, they won Music and Technical Achievement. Ghost of Yotai follows the story of a mercenary seeking vengeance against the Yotai Six for slaughtering her family 16 years prior. So yeah, we're really excited to see that. I know this is one also that Morgan and I have been hoping that would take home awards, and we're happy to see them as big winners.
So good. So if anybody doesn't know, this is made by the same people who made Ghost of Tsushima, and it is, I've been watching my husband play it. It's one of those things where I get to sit on the couch and like work on our show stuff or do whatever I want, and he plays it and I just watch it, and I'm so happy it took home. Specifically, it's funny they took home, and I love that they did the musical award, because Dan is literally on like the final battle, like fighting the guy and the head of everything, the one that like murdered her family. And my goodness, the music of like this whole last like big mission for the story, I was like, it has good music no matter what, but I was like, ooh, this music is so good. So yeah, the
Nice.
Ghost of Yote definitely needed some more love, and I'm happy that it's actually getting, that it's winning its awards, because it's well deserved. But let's talk about the people who actually voice the roles, right?
Right.
Because they're important too. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the voices behind these characters.
That's very true.
So, taking home a leading role was Jennifer English. She is known for her roles as Latina the Albernaric in Elden Ring, Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate 3, Carlotta in Withering Waves. I'm murdering these names. And Melee, is it Melee?
It's Mayel.
Mayel. And Mayel in Claire Obscure Expedition 33. And then, love this next guy. Taking home supporting role is Jeffrey Wright. He is known for his roles as Isaac Dixon in the video game The Last of Us Part 2 and the Watcher in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, beginning with the Disney Plus animated series What If. He also voiced the character Chase in the superhero comedy video game Dispatch. And honestly, you guys don't really know. Some of you might know the show, but he was also in the show Westworld, and I absolutely love that man in Westworld. And I didn't.
There's a lot of things, but I couldn't list them all, Morgan.
No, it's fine. I just want Westworld has a special place in my heart, though, because it was like one of the big shows that Dan and I really, really got into very early on in our relationship, and we actually danced to the theme for our wedding. So
nice.
yeah.
Okay, so besides all of the big wins that everybody took home, because we based it off of who took home multiples,
Yes.
there was also a list of all the other winners. So I do have that for you guys from the BAFTA Awards. So I want to point out some that stood out to me, well, to us. So you have Blueprints taking home game design, Arc
Nice.
Raiders winning multiplayer, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 won narrative. So what I want to know is which game shocked you with their win at the BAFTA Awards?
I'm just like looking over
On this
these and
one?
huh?
Any for you?
I'm looking at these, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not surprised by any one of them.
I'm a little confused on the new intellectual property one, but I also don't really understand how that one plays out yet in
Yeah, we might
general.
have to look out at Saw the Midnight was very much like follows like a woman of color through like her
Oh yeah,
like
like the folklore of New
the
Orleans.
folklore,
Yeah,
of all like the bayou and everything like that. So
right.
and it's very, very different for the type of stories that we've gotten in the past. So like I can understand that one, like why it would win something like that, but I also don't understand the category specifically new intellectual
Right.
property. However, I'm happy they won something because it's a really interesting game.
And I know everybody out there who's played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has been like raving about the narrative, the storyline. And so like the fact that it took home narrative is really impressive. I think the one thing that is shocking to me is Claire Obscure won so much last year. And so I think it's still kind of shocking that they didn't win as heavily this year. I mean, I'm fine with them not winning as heavily because it got to the point where it was literally like every time we turned around, Claire Obscure, Claire Obscure, Claire Obscure, right? But it's a great game. Don't get me wrong. I'm just a little shocked that it didn't win as much for the fact that this might be its last like hurrah up for awards, you know?
And I wonder if because it won, and I'm not saying that this is a good thing, but I do wonder
Right.
if how many awards it had already won, if that skewed who they picked. And they were like,
Oh, right.
and they saw everybody being like, oh, well, it's just gonna be like there was a lot of like flack that the award shows had gotten for like, okay, but you can't give love to other developers too. So I wonder
Right.
if they were wanting to like, well, this game deserves awards, but we don't want to have them take everything and get
Yeah.
the flack
No,
that the others have. And I just wonder if that was part of it, you know?
I mean, it could have. It could have played a play. It could have played something in who won when they did their voting. I just find it fascinating that they didn't take home as many as they did last
Yeah.
year. Because
Yeah,
last
for
year
sure.
it felt like they were sweeping every award show we watched, from
Yeah.
point A to point Z. It was just very interesting. But I think they're soon going to be coming off of the list of games that can actually be put up for nominations. So we're
I
going to
believe
see
so,
other
yeah.
games coming into play. And when we do get those, we will try to make sure we give you guys the nomination list because they're going to be different and we're going to see a lot of games coming off and new games being put on. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a wild ride. I'm excited to see what
Sure will
comes into
be.
play, what doesn't.
Well, guys, don't forget to check out all the games that were nominated on the BAFTA Game Awards Steam page because there were a lot. So here they are. Here's a look at the page. Make sure you go and check it out. Um, Hades 2 was on there, which I love the Hades franchise. Uh,
Which,
Hollow
by the
Knight
way,
Silk Song was on
Hades
there.
2, Morgan, Hades 2 is now on Xbox Game Pass. So if you want to go and play it,
I can't yet.
now's
I
the
have to do
time.
the first one.
Okay.
But the first one I want to stream, so maybe it'll be one of my Monday night streams here soon.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So definitely go and check it out. All right, well, we made it. We made it. We did it.
made it.
Another
We
show
did
in the books. What?
Well, guys, for our next show, one of my favorite fests is going on, which is the Medieval Fest. It is literally right around the corner. So kicking off on Monday, April 20th, we'll have our top picks ready for next weekend. And plus, Landfest kicks off on Friday. We'll bring you all the fun and excitement from that expo as well. But we do want to remind you before we go, don't forget to check us out across all of our social medias. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Threads. And I do want to say, guys, we just did co-streaming for the Galaxies, right? For the Galaxy Spring Showcase. And the best way to know if we're in a showcase like that is to be following us on our social medias and to be in our Discord. That way, because sometimes we find out the week of. So it's your
The day
best way
of.
to know.
2 days off. Those are my favorite.
That luckily did not happen with this one. But just so you guys know, it is the best way to know because we will be streaming those. And sometimes you can earn drops like you did on this one that just happened. So, yeah, good reason why to be following us on everywhere and being in our Discord.
That's right. And speaking of, following us, make sure you go over to our Twitch if you haven't been over there and hit the heart button so you can follow us. And then head on over to YouTube and hit us up over there because we do post a lot of stuff that we are talking about, whether it's aired or not. It might not always be aired because we just, don't have the bandwidth for everything or we'd be here for like 5 days straight doing a show, which we can't afford that, at least not yet. So make sure you head on over to our YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you ding dong the bell for what, Morgan? I know I'm doing it backwards on you.
Notifications.
That's right. So you get notified when we put things up there that we have posted because we do put a lot of stuff on our YouTube. And Morgan
Also,
has more.
I
Way
have
more.
so much more to get going on there. I do want to let everybody know though, when you turn on your notifications, it'll only do ones that are made for you. So make sure you go to our actual channel page and switch your notification setting to all notifications. That way you don't miss out on any of our content because after a while it will filter content out of your feed on you. So yeah, make sure you head on over there and turn on notifications and make sure you get it where you can see everything.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we got a lot of stuff to go work on now again. Another week of fun things to work on. All right, guys, we'll see you next weekend. Until then, have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye, everybody. Keep processing.
Bye.